What are those holes?
Yeah, I don't like that. So what the holes mean is low activity. Compared to this one, the front part of your brain is less active than it should be. With your frontal lobes as they work now, it would be harder to manage stress. And that's not good for you, especially as you're studying and you're getting ready to take the boards.
That just can't be. It just can't. Not accepting.
For whatever reason, you're not getting, and it could be the chronic stress that you've been under trying to think about taking the boards in a couple of months and studying 10 hours a day, not to mention all the other things that go on in your life.
Yeah.
But we have to make it better.
I got to get on a plan to really figure this out because I have.
Okay, you guys, so we are back. We're back. I wanted to have a good day today until I saw Trump invading Venezuela in the name of fighting against drugs. We know it's not drugs, right? We know they're just down there to get those people oil. Trump has issued an alert telling the people of Venezuela, air, land, and sea, no flights, nothing. Can you imagine going into someone else's country and shutting it down? And then Americans are saying, yes, go Trump, go. You're shutting down the dictatorship. Like you don't have dictatorship in America. Don't you realize that Trump is a dictator himself? Like how do you not realize that? How do you not realize that Trump is America is just doing what they normally do? Going to other people's country and take what's not theirs. What is it gonna take America to realize how they have been treating other countries? Yes, you have given a lot of humanitarian aid and support, but outside of that, what have you been doing to other countries? Is it gonna take Russia invading America and, giving you guys a taste of your own medicine for you to realize the severity of it and say, okay, no, we understand, let's put an end to it? Can you imagine those people down there, right? Because we're going to talk about Kim, we're going to get into Kim. But if you wanted to fight the drug trade down in Venezuela, why not work with the Venezuelan government? The Venezuelan government said he didn't want a war, right? And why is it that, okay, he's saying, I don't want to war with America. So why is it that you can't have a meeting and say, you know what? This drug trade, it is hurting your country and it's hurting my country. Let's come together and target these cartels and put an end to it. Going down there to disrupt these innocent lives and stuff and shutting down airports and shit. Like, come on. Where's the respect for other people and their rights? Fight against drugs, yes, but I'm just praying for the civilians. I'm praying for the innocent civilians. The innocent civilians in all of this, right? Because, people deserve to live in peace and quiet and, But let's talk about Kim Kardashian, shall we? Because, man, I tell you, Piers Morgan is trolling Kim. And it's not just Piers Morgan who is trolling Kim Kardashian. A lot of people on the internet, they're trolling Kim Kardashian. So basically, as you guys know, in the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashian, Kim basically took us into her visit to the doctor where he revealed she has low brain activity following her aneurysm. They're showing us scans on the screen, so I believe it, right? But Kim is using this as an opportunity, to get the numbers up. She doesn't care. And I knew something was going on with Kim because remember I told you guys that Kim was talking about taking nootropics and all of those things. Yes, so know that the doctor is telling her the brain activity at her frontal lobe is low and it's not good. So she has been taking a lot of supplements to help her with that. So I can't laugh at her because I understand these things. But the internet was like, obviously, she had to take the baby bar 4 times and she failed the major bar exam. So it's no surprise that she has low brain activity, but it's just how some people on the internet has been saying it, like they're being hella shady towards her. And I kid you guys, absolutely not. Real shady. So Piers Morgan, so the clip was posted on Twitter, and Piers Morgan was like, TMC posted saying Kim Kardashian reacts to doctor saying she has low brain activity, and Piers Morgan has the laughing emoji. Piers Morgan replied with a laughing emoji. That's not nice. That's not nice. I'm gonna say that's not nice. So that's my goiter. Someone had told me in one of my previous video to take ivermectin and something else, but I don't remember what that is for the thyroid. Every time I'm recording a video, someone comes under my window to just snoop around, and it's like there's this piece of board on the ground, like when it rains and the water may settle at your doorway. So what they have done is to put a piece of board there, so every time they step you can hear the board, just telling on themselves that they're just snooping in my business. Every time I'm recording, someone takes the pleasure of overstepping their boundaries, because I'm not entitled to my private space. No, I'm not entitled to my private space. So you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start paying half of rent and tell the landlord that the spy downstairs need to pay the next half. Isn't it fair enough? Because if you're gonna invade someone's space like that, if you're gonna invade someone's personal space like that, the least you can do is pay for it, right? Sounds fair? Leave a comment and let me know. I tell you. So I don't want to laugh at Kim. I don't. And you guys let me get it out. Okay, it's out. The internet has been saying, oh, the way karma works, I wouldn't even play like that. And yet she's still the billionaire. So the internet is in complete shock. Some people are not happy about Piers Morgan laughing at her, because they're saying, she's being real for sharing it. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's definitely not funny. It's definitely not funny, because you best believe that if Kim has this going on with her, a lot of people has it going on with them. But the advantage, guys, I have, let me tell you something. I have a pair of nostrils, it's just so impeccable. I can smell people. I can smell it even if they're a little distance away. I can smell if they need a shower. I can smell if they use that soap that is just filled with beef fat. And sometimes it's just so upsetting, like the soap that they use. It's so upsetting when I smell it sometimes. I don't know if you guys know this, but you see people with thyroid problem, and I'm learning it's people with autoimmune disorder. It's a thing. There are times when a certain scents, it's just the scents, it just bothers us, and we can't help it, because if my daughter comes by and she's staying with me for a time, I have strict rules that she has to follow. Certain times, certain hours of the night, I'll let her know that you can't eat any sardine. And if you eat a sardine, the moment you open the can, she has to put the can in a plastic bag, tie the plastic bag, and put it in the freezer. She cannot even put it in the trash can. She has to put it in the freezer and she has to wash the sink and her hand thoroughly and everything she used with bleach and soap. Scents is just a hard, it is so triggering. It will wake me up out of my sleep, and she will be there being all discreet and that and thinking she's discreet, but no matter how far the person is, sometimes I can smell them, and the soap that they use on their skin, oftentimes it is so upsetting. Like, I just want to, so a while ago, like the soap of the person under the window, it caught my nose and I couldn't help it. Like, I'm sorry. So if you realize I was gagging, it's because of that. So because of that, I can't use some soaps. I seriously cannot use some soaps. And normally when like friends and loved ones are coming over from overseas, I tell them, don't take any lotion for me, don't take any soap for me, don't take any perfume for me, because I have to choose my soap, my lotion, and my... Yeah, so recording cut up. So like I used to have like a lot of lotions and a bath and body and the Victoria's Secrets and all of that. I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. Like, I will go somewhere to buy a perfume and I will like tough out that moment to stay in the store to get one perfume, because if I cannot get any cool water is soft and it's just nice. Like I mostly go for the baby powder scent. Like wipes, I have one wipes that I use and that's it. Soap, like if somebody is coming from overseas and they insist, like, remember, you're always complaining about your skin, and because I have chronic urticaria as well, so when they say like, oh, like I'm seeing some stuff here, they will send me a video and say, you know, pick out from this what you want. I have some makeup and I haven't used them in years because of that. And I'm checking them and I keep checking them to see if they're going to expire. And this is like my only lip balm that I use because it's NARS. And I bought this like maybe 4 years ago. And the scent is so soft, so subtle. You see it? And it gives you a nice little chocolate tint. And I'm out. You see that? And I'm pinching it because I'm going to have to get back on the site and buy another one of these. So I have to just use the same thing consistently, because scents, I'll be beside someone and I can't help it. I can't help it. And the doctor explained to me why scents can be so upsetting. It's not all time. There are times when I'm good with all scents, but there are times when, depending on how the T cells are acting up, I'm like a pregnant woman. I can't eat certain things. I can't eat the scent of certain things. I remember once preparing chicken, regular brown stew chicken. And after I ate from it, I could not eat any more of it. I smelled the chicken and it smelled just a hint of rawness. You know, chicken has a hint of rawness, and I could not eat any more of it. And I had to throw everything away. And I noticed it. And so as such, I really don't cook much anymore because of that. I remember another time I was going to have what they call a micro cup noodle. And those I used to buy them, you know. And I remember one day I was preparing one and it had a foul odor. And I was asking my daughter, don't you smell this? And she was like, no, it smells normal. And I said, no, it has a really foul odor to it. And the next day she was having one and she said, oh, I see what you were saying. No, it does have a foul odor to it. Ever since then, she hasn't messed with micro cup noodle. I haven't messed with it. Like, since they bother me a lot sometimes. So even if someone thinks they can creep up on me like that, you can't, because if I don't see you, I'm going to smell you, I'm going to hear you, because I'm extremely sensitive, and everything about your energy is just going to pull me like that into your direction. So the person under my window, please stop sneaking up on me. You're making me extremely uncomfortable. Please stop it. Can you imagine that? You think I live in the ghetto, right? No, I don't. I don't. I don't live in the ghetto. I don't. It's just the behavior of a few individuals that lives here. But I don't live in a ghetto. Okay. I'm letting you guys too much in my business, but I have to because I have to let these things out because if I don't, then it's not good for my health. I'm going to keep it inside and it's going to fester and I have to let it out, right? So back to Miss Kimmy Cakes, right? So what is going on with Kim? It's not funny because it's about her health and her health is very serious. So as such, you know, when you hear about those things, we should never laugh or tease, you know, because even though she's being transparent about this and we can say, oh, that's why you had to do the baby bar 4 times. And that's why you have to do, you know, that's why you failed the major bar exam. Many people could be having that going on with them, you know. So she has been working on it based on what I realized. She said the last time I saw her before she told us this was going on, she was talking about taking a lot of new nootropics. But what I've discovered, guys, because I've been going through some, you know, videos on TikTok, I've discovered that sardine is really, really good. So if you guys can eat sardine, it would be good for you. Now, for me personally, oh my God. So for me personally, I have a problem with eating fish ever since I was told that fish has childhood memories. I was like, I shouldn't be eating anything that has childhood memories. Isn't that weird? You know? So, and fish kind of makes my allergy really, really bad. But then I'm realizing that, oh, you have thyroid disease. You're going to have to eat some sardine, you know. You have to choose your health and put your health first, right? So since then, I've been eating a lot of sardines and it works. It definitely works. So for a person like Kim, if you're like Kim and if you're experiencing something similar, I forgot the neurologist's name. She deals with neurology and, I forgot the other field. It's when you have an internal illness and they say normally if those people can't help you, that's it. One of those specialists, right? So she said that, you know, just cut out everything and focus on eating sardines just for 3 days straight. And then you can give yourself a break. But if you can do it for a week, that would be even better. And if you can go longer than a week, having just sardine with regular stuff, like I think it's 2 cans of sardine, at least 2 cans of sardine daily, right? So if you're out there and you're like a Kim Kardashian, you can do 2 cans of sardine daily. For me, I don't like the sardines that are available locally. I don't like the sardines that are available locally. Like, if relatives or a friend sends a barrel to Jamaica and we get sardines in it, the quality of the sardine is so better. It's so good. The quality of the sardine over there, it is so good. But the quality of the sardines here, it's not good. Can someone send me some sardines? I'll take a case or 2. Just drop a comment and I'll send you my shipping address. But, you know, I would say if you're having the same problem as Miss Kimmy Cakes, try some sardines with some nootropics like mushrooms and stuff and just focus on like meditating, but not deep meditation and connecting with nature. But I'm going to leave you guys at that. I'll maybe come back and do another video today. If my personal space is not being invaded, I'll come back and let you guys know what's up. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. But I need to get America invading Venezuela off of my head. And I need to get people stop invading my privacy, or maybe I'm going to have to start giving them a taste of their own medicine. And I'm going to say like, oh, y'all think you got jokes? I've got some of my own too, you know? Just imagine, because they're creeping up at my back window. What if I creep up at your front window and just sit there? I can sit there all day. How about that? How would you like that? Why not try that on for size and tell me how you like that? No, huh? People are just so freaking rude and nasty. That's what they are. Very rude, nasty, and don't understand personal space. You know, bottom of the barrel kind of behavior. But anywho, thank you guys for listening to me venting. I appreciate you guys so much. And we'll talk some more. Bye.